up, everyone? This is the Conscious Bae here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. As you can see that this video looks a bit different from our average, but that is for a couple of reasons. Today, I wanted to talk about Ice Spice, 98% ass, 2% talent. There's no surprise there. But also just the continuous over-sexualization of Black women and the slippery slope. Now, I know there's so many of us who are tired of this conversation, but you know what? I'm going to keep having it because I'm not doing it for the older women. I'm not doing it for the women who have already heard this conversation 1,000 times, even though we all need to hear it. I'm doing this for the younger women because if there is no balanced perspective, if there's no balanced conversation, where are they going to get it from? There's so many platforms, limited amount of platforms speaking the truth. You don't have any prominent celebrities, any people, within those higher realms of influence speaking up on this topic. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. But with that being said, we're going to watch the video that of course influenced me in wanting to do this video. So as you can see, you have everybody's favorite. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't really give a shit. You have everyone's favorite on stage in front of everyone, thousands of people. You can't tell me that at this point, celebrities who are sitting in these corporate meetings and these management meetings and these management update meetings, whatever these people go through on their daily basis being artists, you can't tell me that this girl doesn't know who her audience is, what her analytics look like, what her demographic is. So you're getting on stage knowing full well that there are young Black women who look to you, especially if you're standing next to the Taylor Swifts, every white media's, princess. These are the women that are being validated and stamped as Black women. And then of course you have younger Black women who are a part of your audience. I have no respect for this. I don't have respect for women in general who get on their platforms and do this type of shit. And it's not just her. I can name a laundry list of celebrities and artists who are, this is what they do. But this is the representation that we've been given, right? So all of the people who are not Black women, who are not even women, for all the non-Black women out there. So if you're a man, if you're whoever, y'all are mad at us because this is our representation, right? This is all that you see. So you assume that this is how we all are. You assume that this is how we all move. If you get caught listening to a song by Megan Thee Stallion, this is all that this is it. The mindset. And it's crazy because this is not us. And we have no control over this dumb shit. I hate how she keeps pulling down her dress because clearly she's uncomfortable wearing the damn thing. Why would you get on stage in front of thousands of people in something that you're not even comfortable wearing? As if you couldn't have done this outfit a different type of way. And it's still been sexy. It still would have been cute. It still would have, did what it needed to do. You don't have to get on stage showing your ass, your bare ass. But you know what? Because there's no talent, this is what you get. And because there's no talent anywhere, no talent in sight, all you get is ass, 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 ass. Figuratively, literally. When are we going to draw the line in the sand? When are we going to repurpose, reaffirm, reestablish, and start to govern, hopefully, willfully, and joyfully, and seriously, some boundaries, standards, and respect for everything in me. Why is this who we are? Are we women of value? Are we women worthy of respect? Or are we sluts and whores? And I'm not talking about your average woman. Trust and believe a woman who is dedicated to her mental, spiritual, emotional, intellectual well being finds this absolutely repulsive. I'm having this conversation with you guys because this is the slippery slope started with Lil Kim, right? In the 90s. She sat on stage on an interview talking to a 12-year-old girl about, do you think that younger women listening to your music, like, what do you think about 12-year-olds listening to your music, Lil Kim? Well, of course, they're too young to be listening to my music, but maybe they like how it sounds. Yeah, they like how it sounds. They like how it looks. They see the money, the fur, the purses, the glam, the fans, the men. They see everything that looks good. But then when you get off stage and you look in the mirror and you're super insecure, you're never going to be good enough. This is the slippery slope. This is what that looks like. When your talent, when your natural beauty is not good enough, you get on stage next to nothing. And we have the daughters of the little Kims. And what is the slippery slope? This. This is the slippery slope. This is where we're at because no one had the audacity, had the courage, had the gall, had the balls to stand 10 toes down and keep their foot on the necks of the little Kims. 20 years later, this is why we have Ice Spice. This is why we have Sexy Red. This is why we have, suck this, fuck this, coochie pink, booty hole brown, I sell cat for a living, real ass whores, all of this dumb shit that you're seeing. But what does 10, 20 more years look like? If this is what we got right now, I can tell you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And I know that this is a drastic, a very huge jump, but this is what it looks like. Anyone who doesn't know who this is Jordyn Woods. She's the younger sister of Jordyn Woods, who is, their family is very well known for being the Kardashians, friends, family friends, whatever. This is a 16-year-old. This is a 16-year-old. Now, I can only imagine that this girl has a plenty of young fans because she's young herself. Middle school, elementary school, high school, whatever. This is a child. All that young adult teenager bullshit, I don't that's that tread in the line shit. That's that not drawing a line in the sand. That's that not standing on what the shit actually is and what it's not. This is a child. This is a child. It's the lips, it's the hair, it's the nails, it's all this shit. And even if you want to say fine, she's just, she's into beauty. She's into glam. Her family has money, blah 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 blah. Then what the fuck is this? Excuse my language, but what is this? Who is this for? This is a child. Again, y'all want to not talk about the real elephant in the room? Is this your young women dressing up like grown women, and then you have grown ass men approaching these young women, and then everybody gets so scared and offended and shocked when pedophilia enters the chat. We're at this point. Again, what does the next 10, 20 years look like? I'm asking the prominent women, celebrities, everybody selling this dumb ass horse shit. And excuse my language, but listen, we're past the point of being nice. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is dangerous territory we're at. And again, you have your younger people watching You have your younger people watching, 1.5 million followers. Like, this is where we're at, you guys. Somebody tell me what's next. And this might be an uncomfortable conversation for some of us, but we need to have it because what the fuck is next? It's crazy. I'm not even no conspiracy. I'm not on that shit. I'm not on the internet to be no conspiracy theorist. But we act like these industries and these companies are not already planting images into the minds, into the hearts, into the souls of the masses as if this is not where they want things to go next. Again, this is a child. Like, where do we go from here? It's the lips, it's the hair, it's the waist, it's the see-through outfit. And I'm talking about a child. So when we have to continue to keep our feet on the necks of these women who are so prominent at the forefront of representation for black women, as if we have control over our own representation, because we don't. When you go on social media and you see this or Cardi B or the Lottos or the Ice Spice, you don't see the neo soul chicks. You don't see the women with clothes on. You don't see them at the forefront headlining black women talent. This is who you see. What do? When you turn on television, reality shows, dramas, black women arguing, catty, sleeping with this man, her man, jealous, envious, arguing, my hair, my BBL. Oh, but buy my book. Like, this is our representation and we don't have no control over it. So what does the average woman do? Obviously, they're at a point of no return. Whether or not they have family to take care of, they're trying to keep their wealth, their status. They've signed contracts. You never know if being half naked and getting on stage and shaking ass and wearing next to nothing is in these women's contracts. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. To be honest, if they had even an inch of a clue, you probably would sell more music if you put your fucking clothes on and started talking about something that had some substance. You can't tell me that sex sells when it's everywhere now. Talent actually fucking matters. It does. And then we're having conversations about why people can't sell no music. Well, yeah, you don't have no talent. But it is these women that are at the forefront who are being the put on a pedestal. These are the women that everybody wants to be. These are the women that people are envious of, and you know they want these lifestyles. You can't tread the line. You're either a woman of value and you know what it means when you're putting your body out there and you're selling sex. The women who get online and post crop tops and shorts and bootylicious, all that, they know exactly what they're doing. The proof is in the DMs. What's funny to me is the women that are, at the club Saturday, Sunday, drinking Hennessy and tequila and turn up that. But then on Monday and Tuesday posting spiritual quotes like, sis, there's no treading the line here. That's the problem. There's no line in the sand. There are things that people just don't need to see. There are things that should just be reserved for you, yourself, and that's it. And your partner. If ever y'all get to a point where there's, long-term commitment, respect, love, true love on the table. Okay, cool. But you wearing see-through this, see-through that. I'm telling you, young women, this ain't it. I'm not even just speaking about the predators, but this too much. I could only imagine what happens after this. You know, how far can you go before you've gone too far? If we've already seen everything, what the fuck? What are we, what, again, treading the line. There's no need to rush becoming a woman. It's going to happen. And if you want to have fun and look good for yourself, that's one thing. But when you're posting it on the internet, that's that validation mindset. That's that I need comments, likes, and clicks to feel good about me mindset. Like what? And there's nothing that comes out of it. I think we should remind ourselves we're slaves to no one. We don't have masters anymore. So all you see, these women on stage selling themselves, they have masters to answer to. Best believe that. You don't have to mimic their behavior. You are not a slave. It's crazy that, you know, once upon a time, we had that was something that we had no control over. Having to sell our bodies and give our bodies to men who took advantage willfully and aggressively, only saw us as sex objects. And now today, 2023, we're willfully, joyfully doing it with ease in exchange for Chanel and bags and likes and clicks and hair. Like, no, you're nobody's slave. Sexy to me is being intelligent, is being mentally, spiritually, and emotionally sound, is being confident in knowing that you don't have to show an inch of anything to get what you want. You can get any man just by walking in the room and being yourself. Your aura, your energy is attractive as fuck. You don't got to do anything extra. You don't got to be loud. You don't got to call yourself a whore or a slut. You don't have to get on stage in front of thousands of people with nothing on. You don't have to do that. With that being said, just something for the older women, please, you know, I think it's our responsibility to guide these young women because they don't have anyone. I mean, outside of the household, in which we don't really think that, you know, children spend more time outside of the household than they do inside. And when you have nothing but craziness on the outside, chaos on the outside, it is up to us to take every little, you know, child, teenager, whatever, and help them, guide them, tell them that it's okay. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. It is our place. Regardless, it is our place. We need more young women even standing up. You know, 20s, 30s. Help these teenagers. I'm sure that they would look to you and respect you if you have something intelligent to say, something wise to say, because they need it. They're not getting it anywhere else. I guarantee it. Outside of hopefully their household, you know, but they do need their big sisters. They do need, you know, their teachers, their female teachers to be there for them. Because we've just thrown them to the wolves and don't nobody give a shit. Everybody like fuck them kids. No, it ain't fuck them kids because these kids, they're the next generations. They're who's coming behind us. So if we don't get our shit together, who's gonna be running shit? You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than us. And we ain't nobody prominent in position with influence have the balls to hold anybody accountable at a major level. So we got to do it. Period. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning into this video. If you're not a subscriber on our channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the video. Also comment, you know, give solutions. We need solutions. And lastly, you know, thank you to all the supporters. I appreciate you guys. If you're tuning in, listening, and you're enjoying, I appreciate you. Until the next video, peace and love.